So today I thought I would do another part of my 5,000 question survey. We are on part 34 and we're starting at 1,408. Let's get into it. So 1,408, are you always trying to learn new things? I wouldn't say I'm always trying to learn new things, but I'm definitely keen to learn new things. Like, I think it's just like a part of life to learn new things, because like, it can get quite boring if you don't learn anything. And it's always great to kind of test yourself and see where you end up with. You might end up finding your new favourite hobby, your favourite line of work. You never know. 1,409. Do you feel at peace? Well, I don't feel like I'm at war. So, yes, I guess. 1,410. Do you have strong morals and ethics that you believe in and adhere to? Not really. 1,411. Are you over or underweight? I am in weight. I'm in the middle. I am not either of them. I'm not over or under. I'm at the perfect weight for my height and stature, especially with all of the things I do on a daily basis. 1,412. Do you think of the needs of all humanity or just the needs of yourself and those you know? I feel like this can be situational. So, of course, I think about myself, but I also think about others as well. And of course, think about people in other parts of the world going through different sort of situations. I do also tend to donate to charity when and if I can. 1,413. Do you recycle? Yes and no. Yes, I take things to the dump. No, at my home, because I don't know where the recycling bin is. It doesn't seem like my block of flats has a recycling bin, so I just tend to throw everything in the bin, unfortunately. But if I did have a recycling bin, then yes. If I lived at home and I had a bin for it, yes, I would. 1,414. Are you active in your community? No, I don't know anyone in my community. 1,415. Are you sensitive to the needs of others? I mean, I would say I try to be sensitive. I mean, again, it's situational, depends on what I'm going through, but also what they're going through. So I am always available, I would say. 1,416. Do you dress up to go to the mall? That's funny, because as a teenager, I 100% would have, because whenever I left my flat or home, I would always be dressed to look suitable and I would wear makeup. Now that I'm in my 30s, I definitely go to the shopping centre looking like I have gone through a hedge backwards, and I'm totally okay with that. 1,417. Have you ever been on antidepressants? No, I don't know why I had to think then. I have not been on any of that. 1,418. Name part of your elbow and give that part of your body a name. Okay, let's talk about my left ear. So my left ear, which is my deaf ear, let's call it Vincent. Like Vincent van Gogh, who cut off his ear. My ear is useless, so let's call him Vincent. 1,419. Is 14 your lucky number? No, I don't really have a lucky number, I would say, but I would always say 4 is my favourite number. It always has been, and I think that's because my birthday is the 4th of July, so 4 has always been very prominent in my life. So I always say 4 is my favourite number. I wouldn't say I've got a lucky number though. 1,420. What could make you lose respect for someone? There is a broad scale on what could make me lose respect for someone. It totally depends on what they say and what they do and what the situation is. So I mean, it will always be something that's negative to that person. 1421, is ignorance really bliss? No. I would say it really is not a bliss at all. Okay, you are balancing on a Pepsi bottle, so just so you're aware. 1422, what can be described as even better than the real thing? Even better than the... How can anything be better than the real thing? What does that even mean? Like, how can... Surely the real thing is the best it can be. Right? 1423. I'm gonna skip this question because it is a bit gross. So, ignoring that one. 1424, what's in your wallet right now? That is my purse, and to be honest, I want to show you guys what I've got in there. Bank cards, obviously. I do have, let's show you guys what I've got that's not a bank card, because that would be doxing myself. Yeah. So of course I've got my bank cards in here, which I'm not going to show. I have a Milton Keynes library card, which, to be honest with you, I don't even know is valid. Maybe I should actually try it out and see if it is valid or not. My Boots card, Superdrug card, again, don't know if this is valid anymore. We have a Debenhams beauty card. Debenhams doesn't even exist anymore, so I don't know why I'm still carrying that one around. I should probably throw that one away. We've got my dentist plan, we've got my Waterstones card, a Subway card, it's a Waterstone stamp card, which is probably not used anymore. This Play Points, I do not remember what this is for. I also have this. So this is a McFly card. When they had their Super City thing, I'm a pioneer. I was one of the first members of that site, of that whole thing. It was like they created a website that was like a whole city. I don't know. We've got Body Shop card here. We have Pizza Express little card, which was valid until 2018, so probably throw that away. This is 2018 and this is also 2018, so I'm gonna throw that away. We have a Mr. Pretzels gift card, like a loyalty card. The amount of times you go, you can get one for free. And this is another Pizza Express one, which is for 2018. This is a card for my hairdressers, which I've not been to in 5 years now. We've got my Morrison's card, and we have got my Costa Coffee card. And finally, we've got this. We've got my student card from when I went to university. This expired 30th of October 2014. I graduated university in 2014, so it's been 10 years. 10 years since I have been a graduate. So yeah, that's what's in my purse. I went through a stage of collecting things. So I collected like train tickets for a little while. So these are from either Germany or is this oh yeah, this is Germany, for Berlin. I went there with university. When I went to university as well, this is a Milton Keynes to Broadstairs. A travel card for the Olympics. in 2012. Another one for the Olympics in 2012. See Breakdown Recovery. Don't even know if my thing is active anymore. That's another one to Broadstairs. 4th of July 2012, went to London. That is my birthday, guys, 4th of July. So I don't really know what I was doing there, but we did do something there. Broadstairs to London for 11th of March, which is my mum's birthday. Bedford to Brighton, I went on the 22nd of August 2018. That would have been the same exact day I found out about my brother and his now current wife being in a relationship. And then we looked on Facebook and they had posted being in Paris, and like that's how we found out. This is going to Ramsgate, which is quite close to Broadstairs. London to Broadstairs. These are all when I was at university, guys. Broadstairs. Broadstairs. Are these all for Broadstairs? This is how many times, like in my first year of university. Actually, this is in 2014. So this was my last year. I didn't really get on with people in my flat at some point in 2014. So I did come home a lot during term time. So like these are all like within a couple of weeks from each other. Year 1, I stayed at the university halls of residence and I travelled down by train, and it was like a 30-minute walk to the train station from the halls of residency. And then in year 2 and year 3 I took my car down, but then there were certain times where I did go by train, like if I was going to London or whatever. I remember having to walk like the 30 to 40 minute walk to the train station. So then this was Manchester and Runcorn. So this was the 5th of October, 4th and the 5th of October 2015. This was one of the last One Direction concerts I went to. Because I went 3 times on that tour, and that was the second to last time, I think. That is again Milton Keynes. This is Milton Keynes to London. Yeah, Runcorn to Liverpool. Oh yes, we went to Liverpool for the day. Liverpool to Runcorn. Then I have this, which is for my dentist, which I still go to actually. Specsavers. This was for 2020. I did indeed go to get glasses in 2020. Wild. And what is this? This is a chiropractor for 2013. I can probably throw this away. So there we go. I am going to put all of these back into my purse because they are like sentimental for me. But my purse is so old now. Like this is like this zip is broken. Like it doesn't have the zip thingy on it anymore, so I have to like manhandle it. But anyway, that went very off topic. That took 10 minutes to answer that. That's embarrassing. 1425. Do you write letters that you never send? Can't say I do. I think do you know what the one thing that I'm missing in here actually is my driver's license, which is in a different bag because I had to take it out the other day for something and I didn't put it back in my purse. Anyway, so do you write letters that you never send? So I like sending tweets but then just keeping them in drafts because I do that a lot. I also have like a private Twitter that I write everything in. I also do that. I also, I don't know, I don't really write letters. That's a bit old school. 1426. Do you ever get the feeling people are laughing at you? Not necessarily, I would say. I don't really, I'm more kind of like feeling like I'm getting judged, but I think that's just from me being bullied at school. I'm just more aware of kind of people looking at me, thinking I look maybe a little bit weird. I don't know. Don't really know why I'm keeping that. I also have like all of my receipts in here. Should probably throw them out. Look at the amount of receipts. 1,427. Who's the one person you'd like to drop a house on? That's harsh, but it would still be the people who bullied me in school, because that has stuck with me forever. It's been over half my life since that period of my life, and I feel like they deserve it still, because they are how I still have trust issues with everyone. So definitely them. 1,428. Have you ever been swept off your feet? Literally, yes. By the wind, yes. I remember I was walking to the bus stop when I probably was in secondary school, and it was a really windy, stormy, windy day. We get a lot of windstorms in the UK, and it was like really high winds, and there's this road that it's kind of like where all the wind usually just goes blasts down, and you know where you kind of get to an open way, and that's where the wind just suddenly appears out of nowhere. That's what happened. I started crossing the road and the wind lifted me up, and I'm here to tell the tale. It didn't lift me up very much, but you could feel it. Like, I felt light on my feet, and yeah, there we go. 1,429. Tell me why you don't like Mondays. Because that means it's a whole 5 days until the next weekend. I don't like Mondays because after 2 days off work, it doesn't feel like it's enough, and Mondays means waking up early again. 1,430. In the Harry Potter series, the books seem to be getting darker and more serious with each new release. Do you like this change, or do you prefer the story to be light? Wow, this is old. This is before all the series have been finished. That's crazy. I am a massive Harry Potter fan. I'm not a fan of J.K. Rowling. Her views I do not agree with because of who I am, but her books, like, I like to separate them. So Harry Potter, I love the books. Nothing's going to stop me from loving the books. I'm just not going to support what the author's doing. So I completely separate the two of them. So just as an FYI. But Harry Potter is one of my favourite book series, and I love how it went dark. I think it made sense to the story, and it kind of worked for me as I was growing up as a teenager at the time. It made sense to me for them to get darker. As a, you know, the first book was out when I was like 10, or maybe, I think the first book was out when I was like, I don't know, 6, 7, 8, around that time period. And so I feel like I grew up with the books. For 1,431, how often do you update your diary? I don't even own a diary. I've tried in previous years to keep a diary. I just struggle. I tried the whole daily journal thing. I've tried bullet journaling. I've tried making diaries. I just can't stick with it. So I haven't updated a diary probably since like 2 years. 1,432. What do you mostly write about in your diary? I used to write like just my thoughts of the day, what I was doing, but they seemed quite boring because my life's quite boring. So I kind of gave up doing it because all of the entries were turning out exactly the same. So there isn't any point continuing on. 1433. How many quizzes and or surveys do you have in your diary as entries? 0. 1433. How many forwards does your diary contain? What does that even mean? What do forwards mean? What does that mean? 1434. Wow, these are all about your diary. What is your writing style like? I don't know. It's just writing. I write in cursive, but I also write in non-cursive. 1435. How honest are you in your diary? Well, my diary doesn't have a lock on it, so I keep it real, but I don't keep it too real. 1436. Why do you write in your diary? I liked doing it to kind of look back and see what my life was like at that point in time. I think that's why it's so good to write a diary, is to kind of be able to look back and kind of see how your life was at that time period. But 1437, do you have a comet cursor on your diary description? I have no idea what that means. Alright, it's a few hours later. Sorry, I'm doing this very hickledy-pickledy today. I'm going to do the last set of questions for today now, so I can edit and upload this. So, 1438, do you ever chat online? Literally every single day, 24/7. I have more online friends than offline friends. My life exists online more than it does offline at this point. 1439, have you ever met someone from online and how did that go? Yes, I first met people online when I was like 16. We went to a McFly concert. I was part of like a McFly forum at that point. We went with a bunch of people, that was awesome. And then in my One Direction era, I also met a couple of friends who I was always talking to at that point. Unfortunately, we have kind of lost contact now, since One Direction are no longer a thing anymore, and I'm not really a huge fan of like the solo careers. Like, I'm a massive One Direction fan, I'm not a solo career fan. However, I do like the music. I like Zayn, Louis and Niall's solo music. I'm not a fan of Liam or Harry's, but then Liam actually has released the least out of all of them. I actually have a playlist on my Spotify. This is very much a tangent here. I've got a Spotify playlist that's got every single release from them as a band and then solo, including Zayn, which is like over 24 hours long. So yeah, I met a couple of them for like 3 concerts in the final tour. We went to Cardiff, we went to Manchester and Birmingham. That was an awesome time period of my life. And then more recently, for the last like 3 years, I have been meeting up with people who are in my Formula 1 friendship area, and I went to Silverstone the last 2 years. I'm going to Silverstone this year, but on my own. And I have met people online who are in that little friendship area, and yeah, so yes, I have met a lot of people online and they've all gone quite well. Love meeting my friends. 1440, what's your favourite horror movie or book? I don't watch horrors or read horrors. They're like my least favourite genre, so I'm not going to answer that one. 1441, have you ever caught a mistake in a movie? Of course, you know, you always see those like continuity errors. Like, it's always through like the hair or the positioning or like the hand movements. I always spot those. I spot them a lot in TV shows as well. It infuriates me because it really annoys me, because it always kind of brings me out of watching the film, and then I can't really concentrate furthermore because of the errors. Yeah, so then for sure. 1442. Have you ever seen that munchkin who supposedly hangs himself in The Wizard of Oz? If yes, how should someone look for it? Wait, what? I'm gonna munchkin hanging clip. Oh, I have never noticed that in my entire life. I had never noticed that. I don't think that is munchkin though. It's probably just something else a little bit different, but I've never noticed that. So no, I have. All I did was Google it on YouTube and it was there. 1443, if you had to give yourself a letter grade, so A minus, B minus, C, etc, etc, for things, how would you grade yourself on? Happiness, D. Being a decent human being, B. Being serene, calm or peaceful, B. Kindness, B. Anger management, C. Creative thinking, D. Modesty, A. Being an original, C. Knowing yourself, A. Being true to yourself, A. Getting on with others, C. Liking yourself, E. Admitting your flaws, C. Self-improvement, F. 1444, we are not answering that question. I'm gonna skip that one. 1045, how would you feel if twice a week you could wake up next to the person you love? I don't love anyone, so who will I wake up next to, guys? I would love that to happen, of course. I would love to be in a relationship and love someone and have that happen to me, but at the moment my bed is just a single pillow. I haven't even set out the spare pillow because what's the point when I'm the only one there? It's got to that point in my life where I haven't even bothered trying to do that anymore. 1046, out of all the people you know, who is most likely to be one of the great minds of our time? I'll say probably my brother because he's really smart and I'm just like the opposite. 1047, have you been to church? Yes. Temple? No. A bar? Yes. A house party? Yes. A rave? I think so. A goth club? No. A punk show? I don't think so. A hip hop club? No. What sounds like the most fun out of that list? Probably a house party. 1048, so far have you changed around any of the questions on the survey? I mean, I've chosen not to answer some, so I guess yes. 1049, are you crying on the inside? Always, 24/7, I'm always crying on the inside. 1450, are you afraid of the future? Yes, I hate thinking about the future. I much prefer living in the now and just not ever thinking about what's coming from the future. Alright, I'm gonna end it here. My camera battery is flashing, so I think that's a good sign. I hope you guys have enjoyed this. Anyway, I'll see you guys on Friday for my next video. Much love. See you guys then. Like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff, and I will see you guys next time.